Hello, everybody. This is Walrus McFish Sr., and we are back with another episode of NetHack. Hello, Beauregard, the human priest. Beauregard, I say Beauregard, welcome back to NetHack. It's still a new moon. Ugh, that seems a little astrologically questionable. I was last playing like a day and a half ago, and it said it was a new moon then. I mean, I'm still not concerned about it. I mean, I know that astrology is an inexact science, but come on, give me a break here. Anyway, I guess we are ready to move on with our adventures. We had just cleared away through most of the Gnomish Mines. We left the last part of the Gnomish Mines untouched because there was a vampire lord there and it scared me a little bit. You know, we were playing at midnight. It's not midnight right now, but I'm still a little bit scared. You know, I mean, looking at our run, we got a lot of good stuff, but we really sort of got like some of the peripherals of a good run, of a winning run, but we're really lacking in the meat and potatoes, sort of. You know, we don't really have a quality weapon yet. We don't really have quality armor. I would like to be able to go and take care of that, before we actually go down. So what I'm going to do, the other thing that we really need here, obviously, is the candles. But I'm going to leave those here for now, because if I take them and I bring them to my stash, who knows, maybe they'll get eaten by a weird blob or something. That'd be annoying. They're going to be safe with Izchak there. Izchak, keep that for me on layaway, and we'll be back for it later, for sure, 100%. And let's just head back towards the main dungeon, I guess. I mean, I'd like to head back to my stash real quick, and then we will be on our way. Just work our way back down towards the dungeon. I'm a little bit worried here that we're going to die sort of like a little bit of a slow death. If we can't get better weapons or armor here, just a little bit of an entropic death. The monsters are going to get better, and we're not. And, we can engrave Elbereth and try to postpone, but we have to try to improve our position as well. What do I have? Do I have a leash? A leash? How did that get onto I? I meant to put that onto L. Adjust I to L. There we go. Alright, come on, New Original Brutus. We're leaving. Remove the blindfold. Yeah, remove the blindfold. Let's get out of here. So yeah, I mean, the candles can stay here. We'll go fight that vampire lord later. It'll be a good incentive to come back. And I think it'll be relatively easy, maybe eventually. Maybe. We have teleport control. That's one thing that we didn't really mention, which is great. Okay, let's just head over here. Yellow light, put on the blindfold so I don't have to deal with that. Yep. Take it off. Great. So if we ever get the chance to become like teleportable, we certainly will. You see that questionable leash physics there? Like, look, Brutus is here. We got this wall here. I can sort of move across here and sort of phase the leash through the walls. Unless it's not literally a wall. Maybe it's like, just a tall boulder or something that we can't easily pass through. Or maybe like a column, like a rock column, like stalactite and stalagmite that hasn't quite met in the middle so the leash can pass through. I'm just saying, that's a little questionable. You gotta work on your collision mechanics here. There's a little bit of clipping NetHack. Let's get with the modern times. I mean, these graphics are deplorable for a modern game. Brutus is hissing. Yeah, is that because I'm trying to drag you through cursed equipment? Sorry. I know that's a little uncomfortable for you, but, these cats are a little too willful. Here, grab a little bit of money. Ooh, there is a lot of money. I do want to work up a little bit more money. If I had a little bit more money, it would be great. I could buy some protection from that priest in Minetown, despite the fact that it's not co-aligned with me. Here's a Tengu, which is good. We already have teleport resistance, but I think we can eat it for a chance of teleportitis as well, which would be fantastic. I feel very jumpy, very good, so that's actually exactly what I wanted. Now I believe that I can teleport at will. And let's not forget about that. I think I can control T to just intrinsically teleport in basically like wherever I want, whenever I want. And it costs some of my magical power, but I mean, really, what am I using my magical power for? Not a whole lot. I mean, come on, seriously. We've got a new kind of wand we should definitely investigate. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, that was sort of one of my priorities. Now I can teleport around. Maybe I got the escape I was looking for. I don't really have like a scroll of teleport right now, do I? Oh, I do have a scroll of teleportation, so I got lots of escape options. I can read that, or I can just do whatever I please. If I can get into a bad situation, I can blink away. But you know, we need to be able to stand and fight as well, obviously. You can't teleport on all levels. It's not a solution to all of our problems. It's just very convenient. Let's engrave... Overeth. Engrave with... just take one step away, Brutus. Alright. Where was it? Sorry. Tin wand. Engraving on the floor vanishes. Alright, so we got another one of these vanish wands. It could be teleportation or cancellation. We could do a quick experiment to find that out just by zapping it at any sort of item. Like this blessed curved sword. What do you think about that? Do you think it should get zapped with a tin wand? Wait, why didn't I name it? Did I not do that correctly? Oh well, it did vanish. So let's just try to zap it. And it teleported over there. You see that? So we definitely also actually have a wand of teleportation as well. So we're just like flush with teleportation right now. We got like more teleportation than we know what to do with. We're just swimming in teleportation right now. Teleportation. Which is great. I mean, that's one thing I was sort of worried about, you know. I mean, that's one thing to have at your disposal in a roguelike game, obviously. We're not a formicate here. Ants showing up on D2. That's a little rich, don't you think? These ants coming to get us. I don't think it's going to be the biggest deal in the world, especially if I'm wearing my... I'm still wearing my mummy wrapping. Let's take that off right now. And then let's just wear the other cloak, I guess. Cool. We got the mummy wrapping, but now these bees are going to be a little bit less likely to be able to hit us, I think. Yeah, look, they're just lunging wildly and missing. It's a little bit tough, but we got poison resistance. We got, you know, invisibility. We're capable of handling these bees. Come on, Brutus. Here we go. More scrolls down there. Yeah, we got this. Come on. Good. Just work our way back down to where we were. We could teleport. That'd be a little crazy. To what position do I wish to be teleported? Alright, so it did actually happen just on its own accord. But that's okay. With teleportitis, I have the option to just remain in the same spot if I want to, or just jump about. So that's kind of neat. I get a couple free teleports every once in a while, too. There's zombies here, but I'd rather just teleport here. Can I do that and bring Brutus along? Let's find out. Yeah, Brutus teleports too. That's awesome. Nice. Alright, that was actually one thing I was sort of worried about. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, me and Brutus can just sort of teleport our merry way down through the dungeon. And yeah, yellow lights, absolutely harmless. See, I'm blinded now, but I can just apply my unicorn horn. Are you still on the leash, Brutus? Oh no, you were still on the leash. It was just getting very long. Come on, Brutus. Stop yanking on the leash. It's bad for the leash. Kill the dog. Fine, you can eat that corpse if you want to. Eating a cat or a dog corpse is bad luck for the player characters. I know, I'm trying to yank you away when you're eating your corpse. But we're in a little bit of a hurry here, you know. I mean, you can see these ants will spawn eventually. Lucky for me, my stupidity is countered now by the fact that I have a amulet of reflection. So the amulet's has reflected the floating eye's gaze, which is good for me. I think I'll still probably throw a force bolt at it. Yeah, we definitely have this already. If you want to eat the floating eye corpse, that's fine. It misses. Here we go. Just sort of, let's get our way over here. What was that real quick? To what position do I want to be teleported? Never mind. See, I can just cancel it if I want to. It hisses. I'm sorry if I'm upsetting you, Brutus. 10 crossbow bolts. And what we're going to do here is drop our spare coral ring. What did that say? Counting money. Oh, okay. So there's actually probably some money over there. Interesting. That is interesting. I could go and get super rich if I can just get $1,000 more. That sounds like a tall ask, but there's probably $1,000 over there if I can go get it. Yeah. Can I cast Detect Monsters right now? Just me right now. Counting money means that there's probably a vault somewhere. Now that we have the ability to dig, I might be tempted to go looking for it, just because we are close enough to the point where we could buy protection that it might be worth it. But let's drop this ring first of all while we're here. Drop this spare ring. We got 2 coral rings. Smell rotten slime molds. I'm pretty sure that's poison resistance, which we already have. so it's not so important for us. We'll probably drop that back off at our stash. There's a possibility that the vault is up here, but I really think it's probably up in that place, in that suspicious place over there. Which position? Yeah, so we'll just teleport over here, save us a little bit of time. I could just try to be super cheeky and just, like, teleport my way in and out of the vault. But let's dig our way in. And see, maybe. I mean, I've got an instinct, pretty strong instinct, that it might be over here. Don't you think? Yep, here it is. So we got ourselves a treasure vault. Let's be in and out before the guy sees us. Oh, it's not as much money as I thought. Oh, that's more money than I thought, though. Yes, we have enough money. All right, so here we go. Come on, Brutus. We got to get out of here. Get out of here. We weren't exactly supposed to be there. So we are actually, after all that, going to head our way back down to the gnomish mines real quick. Pull on the leash and yowls. Are you going to do this the whole way here? Come on. Lead snatch you. Okay, you can stay here, Brutus. You're just slowing us down. We just need to be able to go to the gnomish mines real quick. Yep, I can teleport over here. That's even better. I'm beginning to feel weak. Whoops, we certainly don't want to do that. We are feeling a little bit weak. Alright, fine, I'll eat something about it. I dropped all my food rations because I'm a little bit of a fool. I guess I can eat my apple, or one of those tripe rations. Tripe rations would be nice. Let's just eat the apple. It's a rotten apple. Partly eaten apple. Fine. Hopefully I can get a better corpse for that in a minute. But let's just go. Zombies are not helping the situation. You can't eat zombie meat. We could just go and buy something from this shop real quick. Or I must have left food rations somewhere. I can't believe I don't have enough food rations. I think I dropped a couple of them down at the bottom of the mines. So let's eat a tripe ration. Feel mildly nauseated, and I don't care. Whoa, succubus! You didn't want to seduce me? Seriously? I mean, I'll beat you up. Yeah, I'm very attracted to the succubus. You like a little punishment, huh? Alright, fine. Take off the cloak. Take off the suit. So this is going to happen one way or the other. The boots stay on. I thought you were aware of this by now. Gloves I'm keeping on too. I know there's a cockatrice over there. Shield, you know, might as well just keep it all on. You know, it's inconvenient otherwise. Time-wise still, I seem to have enjoyed it more. Yep, feel good enough to do it again. I think that's a constitution boost. Good, I'm glad I didn't pay you actually because I need that gold. Let me go and get rid of my gold real quick before anybody decides to steal that. So, yeah, I'm also glad I didn't get a level up as well, actually. So let's put my armor back on. I feel slightly confused. Oh, because my food was nauseated? Can I apply my unicorn horn? Yeah, good. Alright, I'm less nauseated by that. I got rid of that food poisoning there. Put my armor on. Put my mummy wrapping on. Just in case the temple folk don't want to deal with an invisible guy coming and talking to him. It is a little bit disrespectful, maybe. We'll run away from the succubus for now, because as I said, there's a couple of bad things that could happen, even if it was a good thing that happened. We could lose our gold. Let's talk to you. Yep. Alright, so we have to donate $4,400. And you know, that seems like a lot, but it's going to be for a couple of semi-permanent points of AC. Chat to you. Yeah, how about $4,400? What do you think about that? Seems pretty arbitrary, right? But generous. It's most of my money. My devotion has been rewarded. You see my AC went down by significantly. It's now down at -2. So that's just like a bunch of free divine protection, you know, armor class, like divine armor, just sort of like a halo, maybe, or like a glow that surrounds you. Just sort of a divine luckiness. Make sure that we can't be messed around with. And we'll teleport. I know I had food rations somewhere. Like, did I drop 5 food rations, like, just right down here in the gnomish mines? I'm actually going to go and investigate that real quick. Like, where were those... Where were those things? Let me just dig through here. It'll be faster. Or teleporting is actually incredibly much more fast, even. What did I do with those stupid, you know what? Never mind. Food rations are lost. It's more work just to have to go and deal with that. It's lost forever. Cockatrice corpse. I'd rather not get petrified. I am feeling a little hungry, so maybe I could eat that lizard corpse. But nah. Position. No, we don't need to be teleported. I think that teleporting does take hunger if you do it, like, manually. I'm not sure about those automatic teleports. Considering that that's just so reflexive, I'm not sure. Alright, let's just eat that other tripe ration. You know, Brutus is as... Yeah, eat the rest of it? No, that's all we got. We can go pick up the rest of those food rations from our stash. Or kill a monkey. Teleport over here. Those reflexive teleports, I can't imagine the reflexive teleports. No corpses. Come on, I need some corpses. I'm running a little bit low on food. Was that food down here? No, that's just an old corpse. Here's some noise in the distance. So this is where I left Brutus. We can kill this eye. I believe that the shield, or the amulet, will reflect the gaze. Unfortunately, no meat. Where are you at, Brutus? There's a lizard in there. I could go and eat that, but come on, Brutus. Let's just go. There's a nymph over there that I really would rather not deal with. Oh, whoops. Invisible foes here. Take off the blindfold. Oh, zombies. Yeah, I remember these zombies. Zombies are a lot less scary at high noon than they are at midnight. Just, you know, psychologically speaking, even if they were not really dangerous at all at midnight either. You're getting back on the leash. You've had enough time for fun time. Brutus. You've had your time to roam. It's time to get going. And I am a little bit feeling like maybe I should pray for food. How close am I to my stash? Put on the blindfold. Just to see if there's any good sources of corpses here. Nah, I don't trust this exactly. I feel like maybe we should just pray for food. That's a little bit annoying considering I have all this food. I could just eat that garlic too or whatever. But I might as well. I mean, that's sort of like the priestly flavor to hang on to that sort of stuff. I feel like maybe we should hang out for that until we actually need it. You can pray to cure lycanthropy too, so it's effectively the same. Yeah, we haven't prayed for a while. Alright, let's just pray. Yes. Stomach feels content. Yeah, and that's pretty delicious. You know, it gets filled up with chicken wings or whatever. I like that. Thank you, Bridget. I always appreciate everything you do for us. You know, we got a couple other rings here, right? We got a ring, a brass ring. But that brass ring was kind of expensive. It cost $400, and we already know what the Ring of Conflict is. If it's teleport control, well then, oh well, but it could be polymorph or polymorph control. In which case, we might like to hang on to that. It could be a pretty cool thing to have. A lot of gold hidden in the walls here as well if we really wanted to go get some more. But I'm actually glad I sort of unburdened myself of some of that gold. Considering that, well, alright, wait, no time to talk here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Oracle place has become infested in my absence. Yeah, all that gold could just disappear or something like that. I'd much rather have the extra AC now. There's that owl bear downstairs that was giving us trouble. Unfortunately, I ate those tripe rations. But there's a lot of other stuff, like a rust monster there who's going to rust my stuff even more than it already was. I hate that. I'd rather if my cat could deal with that rust monster, please. There's a dog here who may or may not be peaceful. I'm going to go ahead and take off the blindfold. Are you peaceful? I don't like that rust monster one bit. I'm going to zap him with a force bolt. Okay, yeah, the spell hit it. Brutus, can you take care of this rust monster? To which position do I want to be teleported? Yeah, actually, you know what? This is probably fine. I did sort of want to, like, clear out this level. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe I'll teleport if I have to. My power is nearly full. Let's just back off, like, a little bit more. Back off, like, to the other end of this room. And now I'll shoot force bolts from across the room. Hey. Okay. Stand here, zap the force bolt in that direction. Great, I killed the rust monster, that's good. I hate rust monsters, man. They'll rust your stuff. Which is obnoxious, right? I think we are much more likely to be able to take out an owlbear at this point. There was a centaur up there. Alright, Brutus, if you could get in a little bit of the action here too, that'd be great. Why don't you fight that owlbear? And I'll just sort of stand here and shoot a couple of force bolts from the side. Spell hits the owlbear. Yeah, like we can take an owlbear. Now we can, right? Squeezes that. Oh no, Brutus died though. So let's just continue our strategy of backing off and shooting force bolts. Spell missed. Alright, come on. This owlbear is a tough customer. I don't feel bad about losing to it earlier. I guess New Original Brutus died. It's sort of a cursed line, honestly. Plain Centaur turns to flee. Oh, you're fleeing and throwing daggers? Well, that's completely dishonorable. Those guys are probably pretty fast, too, right? This guy, yeah, all these monsters, there's like quite a number of monsters happening. Owlbear quotes, we don't need to eat that now. But I think we got this. Great, killed the Plain Centaur now. He's got the cursed mummy wrapping, a couple of gems or whatever. But I'm glad we cleared out a lot of these monsters that were sort of making me a little bit frightened a moment ago. Destroy the mains. Those little guys are no problem. One thing I did want to do, actually, is break through these statues, because the Oracle doesn't mind. She's like raving a little too convulsively to notice anything that's going on here. Do it anyway. And sometimes, if you get lucky, there might be a spellbook in here. I think it's a pretty low probability, but you might as well check it out. And plus, we just saw how annoying centaurs are. You know, I mean, centaur's going to give us trouble. Here's a weird worm. It's just long more than anything. Yeah, it bit me. Bit by a worm, but it's like, are you really concerned about that? And you see how slow this thing is? I don't think that last bite even did any damage at all. 1 damage if you're lucky. More mains. Worm tooth can be enchanted up into a Chris knife, but that's not what we're looking for. Yep. And destroy that. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the Oracle is pretty cool unless you actually try to, like, explicitly attack her. I even think we could, like, throw force bolts at her, and she wouldn't even care. But I don't even think that it would do any damage necessarily. Because she's probably got magic resistance or something. I'm not sure. To what position do I want to be teleported? Let's go right over here. Let's see if it reduced my satiation. Yep, Elbereth was written here. The dust to fend off that owlbear, which we now have done. Alright, let me just jump back up to my stash. Actually, real quick, before we go back to my stash, do I have any... I've got unlabeled scrolls. I've got Scroll of Teleportation, which is now a little bit more useless than it was. Scroll called Confused Monster. Okay. Scroll of Stinking Cloud. I might never use. So I'm going to go to these fountains and blank out a couple of these scrolls. Let's just teleport right here next to the Oracle. It's nice to have instantaneous, like, perfect teleportation across the map. Like, that's one thing that you miss playing this game. Compared to Dungeon Crawl. Like in Dungeon Crawl, right, you know, even with Control Teleport, which they're removing from the game anyway, there was always a little bit of uncertainty, so you can't just teleport right up to a monster like this and expect it to work. You can just blink up and say hello, like a proper wizard could. You know, wizards can teleport with extremely good accuracy down to 1 micron. Let's go ahead and dip our Scroll of Confused Monster we're probably not going to use. Yes. Urge to take a bath? Whoops. Alright, so we lost some of our gold in the fountain, but that's what I'm talking about. We spent most of our gold. You know, it's easy come, easy go. Some of your gold can just disappear, so I mean, I'd rather just donate it to the temple and get the semi-permanent divine effect. But we can dip, unlabeled scroll. Can I do the Scroll of Stinking Cloud as well? Yes. Anything else? That Scroll of Create Monster I might still like, despite the fact that we know the spell. Scroll of Teleportation, just in case I need an emergency and I'm out of magic and my wand is discharged. I'm not going to get rid of a Scroll of Teleportation. That's an instinct that's ingrained in me. You know, keep your Scrolls of Teleportation. You just never know. Alright, go back up to our stash. Position, yep, teleport right up to my stash, which has not been touched. I'm glad to see it. Many objects here. A couple of scrolls called Earth, which I'd rather keep because those things can be useful. And 5 food rations. We'll take 3 of those because I don't want to be praying for food like, you know, some sort of poor person. I mean, we did just give away all of our money to charity, but it's because we could afford it. It's because we have enough to feed ourselves, right? I'm trying to be a little bit of a humanitarian here. Pick up our, let's see, 4 unlabeled scrolls. And we have a Scroll of Amnesia as well. Cool. I also wanted to check out, I have a couple of other books a copper spellbook and a purple spellbook. You know, I tried to read those a long time ago, but that was like when I was level 1. I feel like maybe I would have a better chance now if I read them now, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Read H. Cure sickness. Yeah, sure, like that's within the purview of a priest. I'm not even sure why I messed it up the first time. Probably just a little bit distracted or something. Let's pick up the other one. Purple. Seems nice. Let's go ahead and give this a read as well. I feel threatened. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, whoops. Okay. So let's not read that one at all. There's a little dog which is attacking us. That was a little dangerous. I probably should have done a quick check of the level. Quick telepathy check. Just to make sure that there wasn't any weird dogs here. So let's drop the purple spellbook. That was not as pleasant as I expected. That was very close to being a unpleasant death. And a stupid death, because why am I reading these spellbooks without identifying it? For all I know, it's like a level 8 million spell, like that no mortal should set his eyes on, and I'm just messing with forces beyond my comprehension. So we'll drop books, purple spellbook. We'll leave it here. Can blank it out later if I wanted to. Did I take the amnesia? I did. I have at least one potion of holy water, which I would like to leave here. And now here's a fountain. Dip the amnesia. Yep. Coins. Nice. Alright, so I lost a little money, I got a little money. See, fountains are pretty random like that. But I dipped in the fountain, I unlabeled some of my scrolls. I think I can, let's see, whatever I got my scrolls, I. So if I adjust E to I. Oh yeah, it just merges them all together. That's great. All my unlabeled scrolls are together. I have at least one potion of holy water, so let's go ahead and dip I into the potion of holy water. Do you see that? Now I've got 8 blessed unlabeled scrolls, which is pretty amazing. That means I could write 8 blessed scrolls of whatever I want, so long as my magic marker doesn't dry up. So I think that's worthy of depositing back at my stash. I'm going to go ahead and at least drop like 5 of these blessed unlabeled scrolls right here, because I just want to make sure that nothing happens to those. If those get burnt up or something, I guess I could put them in my sack, and I probably should. But let's read, or let's try my marker on one of them, because I'm pretty sure that one of my scrolls that I've got, I know enchant weapon, and I also know enchant armor. I know a couple other useful things too, but those are definitely ones that I'm interested in. We could improve our situation even more, get even more AC if we enchanted up our speed boots, because that's like that's the part of our armor set right now that we're going to keep to the end of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, assuming this magic marker has enough charge. Excuse me. So let's apply the magic marker, which is just an uncursed magic marker, right? Uncursed magic marker plus a blessed scroll should still make a blessed scroll. Apply the magic marker to our blessed unlabeled scroll. And we'll try to write enchant armor. Great, a blessed scroll of enchant armor. Let's take off all of our other lousy non-endgame quality armor. Oh, we should have taken off our mummy wrapping as well, just for a little bit more stealth. Take off the leather gloves. All right, and now we'll read our blessed scroll of enchant armor. Speed boots glow silver for a while. So we have +2 pairs of speed boots now. Excellent. All right. In fact, I think I'm going to try to do that one more time if possible. We can enchant that up a little bit more. I mean, if that's something we're keeping to the end of the game, AC is AC, man. I mean, if we're just blocking stuff with our boots, whatever. These boots, it's nice to have a good pair of shoes, man. Don't underestimate it. All right. Apply a magic marker to another one of them. And we'll write another enchant armor. Great. All right. Let's do that one more time. Read Y. Glows silver for a while. All right, and now we have a blessed +5 pair of speed boots. I think that's where we're gonna cut it there, though, because we don't want to push our luck. I mean, you can bless things up too much and then they explode. And I'm glad that we have this at our disposal. We got a magic marker. Let's keep a magic marker and a blessed scroll just in case of emergencies. Let's put something into the bag. We'll just put our scrolls. Yeah, put that in there. A scroll of teleportation can stay out here, I guess, because I might need it in one turn. Curse scroll, create monster. Might as well put it in here. And any potions that can put something in the bag? Yeah, put something into the bag. Potions. Yeah, I should be keeping my water in here. And that's probably fine, just to make sure those things don't get burned up. Alright, that's good. And you know what? I'm just going to drop, like, most of my gems here, I guess. Like, let's drop the common gems. Probably those common gems are not worth keeping. If we got these other gems, maybe I'll throw them at a unicorn and see what happens. Okay, that was a lot of stuff to happen. Let's put on the rest of our armor, by the way. At the beginning of the video, you might think this is just like a lot of perfunctory stuff. And you'd be right. Man, that's one thing that kind of annoys people a lot about NetHack compared to, like, Dungeon Crawl. You know, Dungeon Crawl is just like, alright, you know, 5 minutes of preparation, then just get going, adjust your skills a little bit. Here, you gotta do, like, a lot of sort of prep work sometimes if you want to give yourself the best chance to survive. But do you see, over the course of this video, we went from, what, an AC of 2, I believe, to an AC of -7. Alright? And also, we can teleport on command to wherever we want. And also, our cat died. But oh well, you know, stuff happens. That's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, this is pretty eventful so far. We got a magic marker. We've got like 1,000,000 unlabeled scrolls that we can just write whatever we want on. Our magic marker might not last forever, but it's good to have. Like, you see how valuable a magic marker is. It just gave us like +5 AC. All right, and I guess with that, anything else that we wanted to drop off here? Let's just drop off my ring. And maybe my other ring, but I'd like to identify that at some point. Tin opener is not so useful, but I think we've pared down our inventory a little bit. We're good to go. All right, successful. And now, all right, we prepared for the adventure. You know, adventure is 90% preparation. If you just go off on a stupid adventure to Antarctica or whatever, you're going to freeze to death and die of starvation. So you got to get yourself ready and then go on the adventure. And then, you know, you still encounter lots of challenges, but because as a result of your preparation, you will succeed. That's sort of what NetHack is all about. Is that a neutral unicorn that I see? Let me identify that. It's a peaceful gray unicorn, nice, and we have ended up right next to it, so we can have the possibility to maybe get a luck bonus by throwing some of these gems. I'm glad I didn't put them all down. 2 black gems, you have to imagine one of those is real if they didn't stack, so let's give it an odds and throw one of them at it. Catches the black gem, graciously accepts your gift, and then probably teleport it away. But cool. Jackal howling at the moon. Seal barking. We've heard seals barking before. We know what that's all about. It's like a treasure zoo. Ich. Cursed bronze spellbook. Let's definitely not be messing with that. Position. Now we're good for now. Yeah, treasure zoo is going to have a lot more money, which we could just, you know, it's good to have more money considering that we donated a lot of it. Want to make sure we can go and buy whatever, you know, just in case we run into an amazing shop somewhere that's got all sorts of stuff that we want to buy. We don't actually have a pet at the moment, so we can't just, like, you know, steal it. We do have the ability to teleport on command, though, so we could just, like, you know, steal it. I'm going to throw this other black gem at you, just in case. Catches it, gratefully accepts my gift. I don't know what the difference is between gratefully and graciously. What's better, grateful or gracious? Yeah, alright, so here, have some other ones. A white gem, you want it? Graciously. I don't know, I could see the argument both ways. I don't actually know that, to be honest. Gracious, because if you accept a gift graciously, it could be like, yeah, you really appreciate it, so you're being gracious about it, or it could just be like, you're gracious because you're just, like, an elegant guy, and you're not going to tell the person that you just threw, like, a worthless gem at him. You want an orange gem? Gratefully. Alright, so we got a couple gratefuls and a couple graciouses. Maybe it's just completely equivalent and I'm just psyching myself out here, but whatever. I don't usually have time to identify gems in this game. It's something you can do. If you're a gnome or an archaeologist, it's definitely a lot easier. Grateful, gracious... Oh no! Unicorn stepped on a teleport trap there, so thank you for finding that for me at least. Here is a treasure zoo with some bees and what have you. We're pretty invisible. However, apparently not invisible enough. We're not stealthy. If you're stealthy, then you can just sort of sneak into one of these treasure zoos and barely anybody's going to notice you. Here's a dog. I think we ate the tripe rations by accident, though. Sorry, dog. In fact, one of them made us sick, so... Yeah, this is kind of a weak treasure zoo. Do you see this, though? You call this a zoo? It's like I take my kid to the zoo on the weekend, and this is what I get, like 6 tiles of bees and dogs. Like, I can see bees and dogs at home. Weird jackal is also not really appropriate for the whole family. Dingo, also not appropriate for the family. It's going to steal your babies. If I know something about dingoes, if I know exactly one thing about dingoes, it's that they have an affinity for stealing babies. Hit the rope golem and destroy it. Where do I want to go? Yeah, right over here, because I think we're done with this floor, basically. And, great. Large box. Anything in here? Yeah. Let's see what this is all about. Nothing. It's just an empty box. That's like a reasonable thing that we could take up and put a stash into. But you know what? I got no problems with just leaving my stash up there. It's a no teleport level, so it's not going to teleport away. There might be dogs and stuff appearing, but it's like, you know, they're probably just going to be curious. If there's a blob and eats all my stuff, well, then I'll learn my lesson, I promise. Eat an ape corpse because I don't know. Just don't want to be too needy and asking for food from my god, and I've got these food rations, but I'd like to... Whoop, yeah, stop eating, yes. I didn't realize I was satiated there. We shouldn't be just stuffing down corpses for no reason, though. Because you can choke to death in this game. As if you expected anything else, right? You can die of starvation, you can die of overindulgence as well. Small mimics should not be an issue for us. I could just teleport away, but no, I'm right in the middle of a mimic fight. That'd be cowardly. Here's a sink. I guess we could kick it a little bit more for rings or succubi. I don't really want succubi, but I mean, I guess we've had pretty good luck with them so far. I just want the ring, man. Let me just kick it a little bit. You want to give me a ring? Hey, it hurts. Oh, no, I can't kick it anymore. That was a bad idea. It was a sturdier sink than I expected. Let me explore around here just a little bit. What does that say? Leg is better. Alright, my leg is better for kicking. Alright, so if a succubus comes off and takes off all of our armor, we'll be okay with that. If an ooze comes up, yeah, it's a dishwasher. Tries to touch you. You want to seduce me and not, like, try to... Alright, I'm going to hit you. Are you not friendly? This succubus is not happy with us for some reason. Oh well, so I guess no love for the succubus this time. Yes, here's our ring. Alright, we got a diamond ring. Neat. I'll take it and probably just drop it in the drain. See some air in the sink. Okay, so I think that's a sort of a counterintuitive message. I'm pretty sure that's see invisible. Which is weird, right? Like, see invisible, you see some air. I mean, yeah, I guess air is, like, invisible, but it's like, how do you see air exactly? Like, the reason I'm not upset that I lost it right now is because we already have seen invisible. Apparently, like, this blessed potion doesn't seem to have gone away. I'm not wearing my mummy wrapping, and yet I can still see myself. So this blessed potion of see invisible seems to have gotten the job done permanently, like, you know, laser eye surgery or something like that. But yeah, so I mean, we lost the ring. But does that mean that it's because I can see invisible, I can see air right now? Like, what does that mean right now? Am I seeing all the air around me and like all the other invisible things, like invisible gases and weird stuff? $600 and a food ration and a blessed potion called confusion. Being able to confuse yourself might be nice. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah, sure. Take it out. It's worth keeping. We can use confusion to do some interesting stuff later. Take something out of the thing. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and put something into my bag. All of my money. Keep $1,000 nest egg stored under the mattress there. And, yeah, see what we can do about that. Here's a nymph. And I'd rather just not deal with this nymph at all. Is that possible? Like, do I have to? The thing about nymphs is you really shouldn't use a wand of, or like a force bolt or a wand of striking on them, because they often carry mirrors, and using having a mirror will cause it to break, which gives you 7 years of bad luck or something, some nonsense like that. Okay, I think that we'll just head down to the next level. I don't really want to go messing with that nymph. Nymphs will just steal your stuff. Sometimes they cause serious problems. It's not worth, like, just messing with it right now. Keep a little bit of gold handy, but I'm glad we got $1,000 tucked away just in case we really want it. Unlock the door. Yep. Open the door. And generally see what we can find. What's this? Scroll of Enchant Armor. Another Scroll of Enchant Armor? For me? That's beautiful. I almost just don't want to use it right now. I mean, I've enchanted up my boots as high as I'm comfortable with. My EC is like much more comfortable than I was with it a second ago. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this in my sack. Put something into my sack. The enchant armor here. I like how I have both my scrolls on V's there. V in capital V. V for victory. V for scrolls. Whole bunch of money. You see, money is not an issue. What did that say? I don't know. Something about something. Who cares? We accidentally trampled it out. You know, it's a little bit uncanny, actually, that there's, like, these messages in the dust just, like, slightly ahead of me. Like, if it's written in the dust, it's got to be relatively fresh. These messages in the dust decay extremely quickly, apparently. Food ration. So it's like, is there somebody who's, like, just ahead of me? Or are the monsters just writing in the dust for fun? Put on our blindfold here, see what's going on here. I guess this might be all the floors. I don't see anybody else around here. There was a spellbook over there. Position teleported. Let's teleport right up here and attack. Still satiated. No reason to eat. And what was this book, though? Spellbook. Yeah, I can't see what color it is or nothing unless I take off the blindfold. What is this? A thin spellbook. And I am burdened now by a couple of things, so let's read it. Feel a wrenching sensation? Oh, it teleported me. Okay, so let's just teleport over here to the stairs anyway. How convenient. Thank you, teleport. I appreciate it. I didn't want to learn that spell anyway. We'll drop this thin spellbook, which is a little bit too high level for us right now. And maybe I should stop messing with spellbooks. I mean, that's a good way to get yourself killed. We saw that encounter with the dog earlier. Honestly, I'm lucky to be alive. Don't want to get torn apart by a dog. What is that? Homunculus? Not anymore, it's not. I'm glad we can just bash things down with our mace. I know it is a little bit rusty. AG? Strange whistling sound. That's what I wanted to see. Now if I had a pet, I would actually feel a lot better about keeping it. Because rather than messing around with the leash, in fact, I can just drop a leash. I'm going to just whistle to W. And now I can just cause pets to teleport right to my side. Like, instantly. So I don't have to worry about messing with them, like, coming towards me. It's a lot easier to get them to steal stuff for you. Are you peaceful, right? Peaceful gray. Yeah, a lot of unicorns here. That's cool. I had that violet gem that I picked up. No, I must not have picked that up. Never mind. I got no gems for you. Sorry. Hopefully my luck is good enough already. Yeah, so if I had a new pet or something like that... Whoa, booby trap door is a little bit strange. Emerald ring. Scorpion trying to attack me, but who cares because we got poison resistance, buddy. You think you're doing anything to me? Emerald ring? Okay, it's worth checking out and having, I guess. Definitely. I'll probably just drop it down a sink or identify it first chance I get. I could write more identify scrolls. I could write a blessed identify scroll and just identify all my stuff. In fact, that might be a pretty good use of my time. If I find a bunch more stuff that I want to identify and I don't want to just drop it down a drain. We'll see what happens. Red gem, can I bring that over to the unicorn? Unicorn, where are you at? Scroll of amnesia, 8 gold pieces. Yeah, I could bring that scroll for blanking, but it's like I really don't want to. I already have like 5 that I'm not using. I could get some more if I need to. Hey, unicorn. You want a gem? Who wants a gem? Who's a good unicorn? Graciously. Are you just being polite? I'm not sure. Alright, anything else here? Like any other sort of rooms here? It looks like we got most of it on this level. Still feeling okay, though. What is that, an elemental? No, it's a peaceful elemental. See, I am one with nature. I am like, you know, one with the elements. So don't bother me. That's awesome. Air elemental is an ancient enemy of mine. Actually, when I mentioned that wizard character that was the furthest I'd ever made it, I died to an air elemental. I didn't expect that air elementals would be like a force capable of taking down an endgame level character, but indeed they can be. So, you know, watch out for air elementals. That's my advice. Let's quaff this potion, see what happens. Because I'm just crazy like that. I find a liquid, I just drink it. My legs get new energy. Is that speed? I would have to get speed, legs doing that. Yeah, we're already wearing the speed boots, so it doesn't really matter too much. But it's good to know, I guess. And what's this, a pink potion? Yeah, that other potion was a little bit too inert for my taste. It didn't do anything that I didn't have already. Let's quaff this crazy pink potion. Yeah, it can taste like poison. but in fact it was biologically contaminated. Slime mold juice, I break out in hives. Is that a bad thing? Can I apply my unicorn horn? Yeah. This makes you feel great. Oh, maybe I was a little bit poisoned from before or something. But yeah, I think, yeah, nothing happens. Nothing seems to happen. Stumble onto a level teleport trap. Blinded by a flash of light. But you know what? I kind of like the level that I'm at. That's weird. Did it disappear or something like that? I'm not blind. Yeah, that's interesting that it could have teleported me somewhere, but it disappeared. I thought maybe I could use that to my advantage later, just to be able to teleport around, now that I can control where I want to go. It's nice to have a little bit of a sense of where you are, like on the space-time continuum. In the four-dimensional sense. You know, obviously we all have a pretty good three-dimensional sense, but until you have teleport control, you can't even understand. It's hard to put into words. It's like describing, you know, a vision to a blind person, right? Use that, take something out. Potion of sleeping. Do we really want that? Like, I could have more potions of water to bless for holy water. I could. I guess I could. But I guess I'm already pretty close to my weight cap here, basically, considering I was pretty easily getting birded before. The spellbooks are relatively heavy. But still, I just don't want any unnecessary potions. You can stay here and stay safe. Potion of sleeping. Oh, invisible stalker. Yeah, we can definitely see invisible, obviously. He's got a wand of make invisible, which is pretty appropriate, and also a stalker corpse. If we couldn't see invisible already, we could eat that stalker corpse, and it would make us permanently invisible and give us the ability to see invisible. But I think since we already have that going on, we don't have to concern ourselves there. We're already satiated, so let's not stuff ourselves. You know, gluttony is a sin. I don't know, that might be more of a lawful virtue, though. I mean, we're neutral, you know. We represent the forces of nature, so I think it might be more like, you know, eat what you can when you can. Neutral beings of the wild, you know. I mean, if you're a polar bear and you can't eat 50 pounds of meat in one sitting, then you probably should. New kind of scroll. What kinds of scrolls have we not seen exactly? Good question. I guess I will read it, because I got the bad ones out of the way. I got Destroy Armor out of the way, right? I got Amnesia out of the way. One thing that could be bad is Punishment. But it could be some other stuff, too. I'm willing to give it a try. Let's read it. This is a charging scroll. Oh, very curious. I'm glad to know about that one. So I might be able to use a magic marker to write my own charging scrolls in the future rather than having to wish for one. Of course, I still might like to write. Interesting. All right, so this is an interesting question here. I might like to use this charging scroll on the magic marker, just so I can write another blessed scroll of charging. But that might be a waste as well, because you can only recharge magic markers once, so you sort of want to blessedly recharge them, and sort of when they're already empty. We don't know how close to empty our magic marker is. Is there anything else here that we'd like to recharge? Charge scroll. Let me see what's in my inventory real quick. We remember our magic missile was empty. I'm going to go ahead and take a risk and charge up the magic missile instead, just because it might be nice to have a wand of magic missile, just in case of emergencies. It's proven that it's relatively powerful. And then we'll try to blessedly recharge our magic marker later. If nothing else, we can always wish for a blessed magic marker, which is, you know, better than what we have. You know, I mean, that's great. So let's go ahead and do that. Recharge the magic missile. Glows briefly. Alright, so that's got some more juice in it. I'm going to go ahead and take out the scroll. Blessed unlabeled scroll. And now I'm going to try to write my own charging. I don't know if this is going to work here. Magic marker. Right on the blessed unlabeled scroll. Write charging. A blessed scroll of charging. Alright, so that's really amazing. We may have saved ourselves a wish. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, I was sort of trying to avoid spoilers, but eventually at some point we're going to get a wand of wishing, which is about the most amazing item in the game. It's guaranteed in the game, so it's like no matter how bad your random seed is, eventually you're going to get this wand of wishing if you can tough it out. And a wand, being that it's a wand, you can recharge it. But usually if you don't know charging by then, you have to waste one of your wishes basically on a blessed scroll of charging. We now have that
already at our disposal, so we can spend a wish on whatever we want. So that's amazing. Of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We want to make sure that we, actually get there first. Let's put our sack in. Okay, open the sack, put in our Blessed Scroll of Charging, which we now have. And, we could just use that to recharge our magic marker if it looks like that's empty. And then, use whatever. Then we just take it from there, and we can write even more scrolls of charging to recharge our Wand of Wishing as well. Caught in a bear trap, yikes. Okay, well, caught in a bear trap, a couple of traps around here, trap right next to a magic trap or something. Let's get out of here. Escape from this bear trap, please. Caught in here for an uncomfortably long time. I wish we'd teleported right to the staircase because I can't be bothered to walk. You oftentimes enter situations where your muscles atrophy if you get too much teleport control. Whoa, we got a faint telepathic message from the Archpriest. What do you got to say? Your help is urgently needed at the Great Temple. Look for a blankic transporter. I don't know what that means exactly. I think it means magic transporter. But yeah, I think that means that somewhere hidden on this level is a magic portal, which will lead me to the quest. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon because you have to be level 14 to do the quests. It still might be worth checking out. I'll take this gem just in case I run into a unicorn, just to show you what it's all about. But we're going to have to do a little bit more grinding here, a little bit more level up, maybe a little bit more demon sex before we're ready to take on the quests, the priestly quests. Eat some ghost corpses, maybe have sex with some demons. All the neutral priestly virtues. The lawful priestly virtues are so much more boring. Although I think there's no penalty for them to have sex with demons or nothing anyway. It's a crazy mixed up NetHack world, What's going on in here? I activated magic portal. Woo, here we go. Oh, it's crazy. Dizzy for a moment. And we end up, you find yourself standing in the sight of the Great Temple. Something is obviously wrong here. The doors to the Great Temple, which usually stand open, are closed. Strange human shapes shamble around outside. You realize that the Archpriest needs your assistance. Okay, ooh, yikes, yeah, this is a temple. I recognize this temple, man, but something is definitely seriously wrong. Too many zombies coming at me. Yeah, of course they can't see me very well, but that's okay, because I am the Shadow Priest. Beauregard, the Shadow Priest, working from the shadows. I mean, a little bit of an anti-hero type, but you gotta be to deal with these forces of the undead. Like, seriously. Destroy the zombies. Who's chugging something? Surely it can't be undead forces. Oh, my magic power drained away. That's unfortunate. But we can just... We've got enough magic power. We're not using it for much. Could I be casting more spells? I mean, well, what spells should I be casting? I cast Detect Monsters all the time. I even leveled up my Divination. It didn't seem to do much. Extra Healing I can barely cast. Maybe if I leveled that up, that'll be better. Clerical for Create Monsters. Something I'd like to improve as well. Oh, wow. Boulder coming at me. Should have seen that one coming, I guess. What was that? Chugging sound. People, getting a little tipsy in here. Let's open up the main gates here. Well, the door's locked. I guess I shouldn't just kick that down, although seems a little... I got the key. That's the front key. I always keep a spare key to the High Temple. A little dart shooting out at me. Well, I can't see how that's going to be very effective against zombies, but I guess you can't be too careful. Gotta respect these guys for trying a little bit. Set up some Home Alone traps in here. You just like a happy, peaceful priest. Hey, what's up, Barry? How you doing? May Bridget be with you, brother. And same with you, Barry. Feel like I'm being watched. That's a little spooky, but I think it's just because we're here in a graveyard level. Like, this place has been overrun by spooky spirits. Beauregard, my son, you have returned to us at last. A great blow has befallen our order. Perhaps you can help us. First, however, I must determine if you are prepared for this great challenge. Unfortunately, no, I am not. Alas, Beauregard, it is not yet to be. A mere priest could not withstand the might of Nalzok. Go forth again into this world and return when you have attained the post of curates. Very good, Archpriest. You didn't have to be such a dick about it. I really just sort of wanted to explore the rest of your area. I really didn't even want to talk to him. I thought that maybe I would have to chat with him. I wanted to go check out what was up with that that thing next to him, that brown thing next to him. What is it? Maybe he keeps his private stash in there. So it's a chest. So maybe it's his private belongings. He doesn't want anyone snooping around. But, okay. The other thing I was considering doing in here, hey, what if I were to cast the following spell in here? What if I were to cast Create Monster? It created a Wraith. That's sort of what I was expecting. I think that being as this is a graveyard level, it has a higher than average chance of creating Wraiths. So we can create a Wraith, and the other thing about being a graveyard level is for that very reason, monsters are less likely to leave corpses on a graveyard level. However, seeing as how there's a magic portal right here, hey Wraith, you want to come over here? Wraith, you want to step through the magic portal? He can't see me. Come on, step through the portal. I dare you. I dare you. Come on, get me. Come on, get me. Stupid Wraith. Come on through. Here, I'm gonna put on my mummy wrapping just to goad these Wraiths a little bit. Take off my hooded cloak. Wear the mummy wrapping. Yeah, come and get me, you stupid Wraith. Yeah, he can see me now. He's got the taste for blood. Now I could just get my level drained by doing this, to be honest, but let's make sure that we actually do this a little bit properly. Take off our mummy wrapping, wear the blessed cloak, and now step through ourselves. Where'd that Wraith go? Here you are. Wraith touches me? Please don't. Destroyed the Wraith. Alright, well he didn't leave a corpse, but he did leave a potion of extra healing, so that's fine. Hey, maybe we should try this a couple of times. I wasn't expecting it to work so well. Create monster, create monster, create monster, create monster. Hey, let's do it right. Created a million zombies. That's unfortunate. Yeah, a whole bunch of zombies around here. Maybe this is a little bit stupid. But let's try to... I mean, it worked at least once. It worked the first time, which is a little bit... You know, that's what's getting to me. The fact that it worked the first time tells me that it can't be like a low probability. Yeah, here we go. Come and get me. Come and get me. Step into the portal. Do I need to take off my stupid thing again? Take off my stupid mummy wrappings. Take off my cloak. Wear the mummy wrappings. Yeah, come and get me, you stupid ghostly Wraith. Good. Now take off the mummy wrappings. Yep. Step through here, you stupid Wraith. I'm gonna get you. Destroyed the Wraith, and he did leave a corpse and some other stuff too, including potions. This is the cheesiest thing in the world, don't you think? I feel more experienced eating ghost corpses. What did I tell you? Sex with demons, eating ghost corpses. That's how you gotta do it, man. That's the priestly lifestyle. Don't let anyone tell you that it's boring, alright? It's actually quite strange and occult. Alright, eating potion of extra healing again. Yeah, well, I already got one of those. 2 potions. Like, do I really need this blessed potion of confusion? Let's drop that one. And then I got a new kind of wand, which is also probably going to weigh me down. Is that a cat over there? Are you That's a kitten. Nah, hardly worth taming at all. Even with our magic whistle. Let's go ahead and engrave Elbreth and see what this new kind of wand is. And then I will also... Let's see, what's the other thing that I'll do? Engrave with wand. Engrave with this hexagonal wand. Lit field? Oh, cool. Yeah, right Elbreth anyway. It's a wand of light. I guess that's not so critical, but it was nice in this particularly dark room. I think I should probably just drop that, though, because it's not the most useful wand in the world. And it's getting a little heavy. You can see I got too much stuff I'm hauling around. So let's just drop that. And maybe let's try for one more ghost. Who are these guys over here? I don't like the looks of them. Orc zombies. Yeah, double ugly. As if orcs weren't ugly enough, and then you turn them into zombies? Seriously, what's with this world? Zap. Nope, nope, nope. Zap. Create monster. Couple of zombies. Nah. Mysterious force. Create monster. It's a wraith. Come on this way. Take off. Or let's just wear my mummy robes. Get in through here. Take off my mummy robes. And try to destroy this guy. And we got another one of these. And a cursed scroll of identify, which is probably not worth our time unless we feel like having a cursed blank scroll. But let's eat this wraith corpse and get another level up. This is how you play NetHack, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason why they call it NetHack. I mean, first of all, you hack and you slash your way through the dungeon. But also, you win the game by any means necessary. You hack the game, basically. You gotta hack the rules of the game because the game is gonna try to kill you too. So, I don't feel bad about this at all. As I said, I'm a total NetHack scrub. Alright, you want an honorable NetHack player? You look somewhere else, buddy. I don't think we're going to do this like 10 more times, but maybe a few more ghosts couldn't hurt, you know? We're almost ready to take on the quest right now. We can get to experience level 14 and just go take the quest. Although I think I might like to go prepare a little bit more than that before we do. I'm not sure. In any case, this video has been going on for too long, but I think, despite the fact that we didn't actually make like too much forward progress, we have improved ourselves quite a bit in this video. I think you'll agree. And we've set ourselves up for the next video to actually go a little bit more dungeoneering. You know, we're going to be able to dive down deeper, find a little bit more interesting landmarks, maybe take on the quest, but maybe we prefer to get some meat and potatoes before we do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.